All right, here is Sean O'Malley, the #1 bantamweight contender and perhaps a future world champion. There were a lot of us that believed in this man early on, and I think those that didn't are now getting on board that bandwagon, getting awfully crowded.
Well, I'll tell you this much, John. I never thought he would be the #1 contender this soon, but he showed that it's not just confidence. He's not just spewing words. He has the actions to back up those words. That's why you saw him in that competitive fight with Peorion. That's why you have seen him compete and compete well against the best fighters in the world. That's why you see him so close to a championship opportunity. But there's one last step, and that's getting the win tonight.
And obviously that is easier said than done, but Sean O'Malley has this intricate training camp built entirely around him, and there is no denying his status right now as one of the very best 135-pound fighters in the world. Well, if any UFC division has multiple boogeymen right now, perhaps it is 135 pounds for the men, but MERAB DVALISHVILI, given the wrestling, given the pace, is a fight that I would think a lot of bantamweight contenders would try to avoid.
Yeah, I mean, it must be so upsetting and so frustrating to fight MERAB, because MERAB is just on you. He's on you like a wet blanket. He wants to take you down. He wants to pressure you. He wants to make you work the entirety of the fight. It's so fun for a guy like me to watch because I love wrestling, but to be his opponent would be an absolute nightmare. This guy is a monster.
Volume takedowns doesn't even begin to describe it, right? It makes for a suffocating night at the office to face MERAB DVALISHVILI. We'll see how his opponent fares tonight. Our tail of the tape for this bantamweight championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Sugar Sean O'Malley. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the world, MERAB the Machine DVALISHVILI.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. Right, it's usually all offense all the time out of MERAB DVALISHVILI, the Georgian, the Team Serra Longo staple. As this round gets underway, you got to think he's going to go to the takedown early and often, and he doesn't get discouraged when the opposition gets back up. He chains his takedowns together as good as anyone in this bantamweight division, and he believes that will be the path of least resistance here tonight. O'Malley's in half guard.
Big ground and pound. Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique. Big right hook there by the champ.
Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
All right, it's a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job. He's got to be careful here.
Dvalishvili's in half guard. Making all these shots count. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by O'Malley.
He's isolating an arm.
Oh, he's got the arm in tight. Oh, gives up on the submission now, so preferring to maybe get to a dominant position instead. Dvalishvili's back in full mount.
Nice shot there by the champ. He's got to be careful here.
Postures up and delivers a massive ground and pound punch to the head.
Like that.
Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Good work from the top here by Dvalishvili. Just over 2 minutes now to go. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Dvalishvili.
Way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Keep the pressure going on that ground game. Let's go.
Getting him out here.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Dvalishvili. Oh, and there's oh, huge elbow.
This is where he wants to be.
Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down. Postures up now and lands the vicious head strike.
Oh, big elbow.
Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground.
In the half guard.
Dvalishvili's right back to the full mount here. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Oh, looks like he's got that arm pinned in the triangle now.
The arm triangle is getting very close. What he's got to do now is get to the opposite side of the body. He's got to get his body on the side of the lock and get the finish.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
How about those 5 minutes?
Great right. Listen, breathe. Deep breath into your nose, out to that mouth. All right, perfect breath. I need you to go out there and do more of that.
All right, that's the end of the round as we show you some of the highlights over those 5 minutes. Really a clinic when it comes to the ground and pound.
Yeah, man, this is what you're taught. When you're learning to become a ground and pound fighter, you want to do it exactly like he did. Gain posture, have height, control hands and wrists. Land strikes, don't throw too many, throw just enough, control, throw again, control. He did it perfect.
Ready, fight. Ready.
All right, round 2. All right, here we go with our next round, and thankfully for his opponent, it begins on the feet because his face was turning into mincemeat with that ground and pound in the previous round.
Oh, he got demolished, man. It was punches, it was elbows, it was transition into the elbows. I mean, he had so much more knowledge in this area that although his opponent is a great ground fighter, jiu-jitsu goes out the window when you're getting punched in the face, and there was no better example of it than what we just saw in the previous round. Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Another ground and pound strike gets home.
He's got to start throwing now.
Well, doing his able best to avoid the ground and pound here. Nice job by O'Malley. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten. He goes back to the well and lands another strike from the top. And now you can see the swelling.
Strike back! Strike back!
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why. Good jab there by the champion.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Sean O'Malley. Ooh, this could be it. That thing is tight.
That arm triangle is deep.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Under 3 minutes to go, round two. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Oh, pinpoint strike lands there, and not going to help the swelling upstairs.
I love this accuracy, this ability to get his shots to the target right away. And you see it in the swelling that is forming on his opponent's face.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by O'Malley. Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does.
Let's go. Look for that tag position.
Just over 2 minutes to go. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's gonna try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by DVALISHVILI. Right side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Hard ground and pound shot there, and yes, it was hard. Opened him right up. This is some exhausting. Oh, big shots here. O'Malley's back in full guard now.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Short elbows.
Great submission defense.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by DVALISHVILI.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
DVALISHVILI's right back to the full mount.
That swelling area, that area that's all swollen, continues to get worse every time he gets hit there.
Oh, these are some serious power punches from the top by DVALISHVILI. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Well, this is not football. Targeting is legal, and he...
Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of these positions.
Final seconds here of round two. Oh, the ground and pound is there.
Good round.
All right, back to the stools we go, and that is a really severe cut, so we will monitor him between rounds as they furiously get the cut man in there. All right, that's the round. O'Malley's eye is looking pretty bad. We'll see what the cut man can do with these 60 seconds, but you got to think both referee and ringside physician are going to keep a close eye on things as we move forward. All right, so the cut man attends to the fighter who has essentially been rendered a one-eyed fighter at this point in time. Some replays from the previous round.
No defensive intent, no defensive intensity. No attention to his defense, and this costing him. Now he's dealing with a massive cut over his eye, and that's going to make it hard for him to see. He's got to change something, man. He's got to.
Oh, massive kick lands.
Big, massive shot lands. Look at how tough his opponent is, though. Still standing, still in their fight.
All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent recovered. Now we got to deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time.
Single leg takedown. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. DVALISHVILI, ground and pound from half guard now. Let's see if he can do some damage. O'Malley's really bleeding something fierce now. That cut's not getting any better. We got the best cut men in the game. Gotta think they're gonna be busy in between rounds. DVALISHVILI's back in full mount.
You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just gotta move.
Oh, these ground
Now he's got good body position. Yup. Attacking armbar.
Ooh, arms in tight.
Very smart there. You never favor submission over a dominant position.
Well, on paper, it looked like a grappling advantage for him coming in, and largely, DC, that's the way it's played out. The takedowns, the ground control, he's got it all going tonight.
He's got it all going, J.A. This is a dream for him. The takedown early, the ground control, really starting to wear at the gas tank of his opponent.
O'Malley's eye looks so swollen now, you've got to at least speculate as to whether or not that is a fractured orbital. Closed guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often. Look at him. He's setting up the choke now. Look at that. He's setting it up.
Looks to me like he's got that submission close.
Starting to get deep. Looks like he's going to get the finish. That guillotine looks very painful, and he's very close to the finish. But he cannot rush. He cannot allow his opponent to get to his back.
Working hard once again for that submission. It looks tight to me.
He's up. What submission defense on display?
Well, he's not leaking information. He is leaking blood, and a lot of it as his opponent continues to realize success.
I mean, he's finding so much success striking in that area of the face. His eye is so damaged. The blood is pouring everywhere. This has become very, very dangerous for him.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Under 90 seconds to go. O'Malley going to work here from the full guard. Nice combination of strikes, mixing it up pretty well here.
He passes the half guard.
Well, I'm not sure if there's a facial fracture of some kind, but the striking approach has certainly worked tonight, and his opponent is hurting for certain.
He's hurting really bad right now. Every single time the shot lands up top, you can see the damage that it's inflicting. The work that he has done has been masterful. And now he has his opponent very limited because he can't take many shots to the head anymore. I think he's got it. It's deep.
Oh, so how about that? The offensive fighter bails on the submission now.
Very smart. You got to keep position over submission.
DVALISHVILI's back in full mount.
He's got to be careful here.
30 seconds to go here. "20 seconds left. O'Malley's in half guard.
Now he's going full mount.
Good work from the top here by DVALISHVILI. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship round.
Stop.
All right, man, we got ourselves a fight here. All right, we knew this. Don't worry about the cut. We got it under control. Just do not focus on the blood. Don't worry about the cut. Just protect it.
All right, so as the cut man gets to work, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round.
Well, he's got some work to do. The cut man's gonna have to work a miracle because this guy was on the receiving end of some real damaging shots. And if he doesn't do something different defensively, it's going to get worse. And if it gets worse, the fight may be stopped.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. You can feel the tension. 4th round is underway. We'll see who has the upper hand. Now his opponent's really up close.
His opponent's on beat street. He's hurt so bad. I don't know what he's gonna do to stay in this fight. Nice level change. Beautiful level change.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by O'Malley. All right, well, he's going to have to go back to the drawing board defensively, but in terms of this fight, he's been totally dominated, and that's swelling. DVALISHVILI's going for the sub here. Ooh, that Kimura looks tight. All right, so he lets go of the submission now.
He let go because he saw that he was going to lose his position. You got to maintain dominant position when you're in a fight.
Side control now. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by DVALISHVILI.
And another one. Another strike from the top. Lands for him.
Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the ground.
Well, it's an educated crowd, John. They appreciated all the grappling exchanges and how skilled both of these men are.
DVALISHVILI's in half guard now.
Big ground and pound.
Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Well, I don't think his corner is going to step in here, but maybe the referee will take a close look. I mean, that eye is disgusting.
His eye is done. He's been beat up. He got cut early in the fight, and he's just been targeted in that area. He has not made any changes to his defense, so he's continuing down this path. The doctor's going to take a look.
Print the shirts. Ground and pound. Another ground and pound strike lands. Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit.
Past the half guard. There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now. And look at him attacking the arm triangle on the other side. He's going to lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. How in the world did he escape that submission?
Oh, crap. All right, ref has called a break to the action here, likely to call in the doctor to look at that cut, and a lot of blood donation going on right now.
And for as fun as this fight has been, I can only hope that the physician still lets this guy fight. He wants to fight. He wants to continue. Let him go.
All right, that is going to do it, man.
I knew he was going to stop it. You're going to let the guy fight. Give him a shot. Give him a shot, John.
I don't know, man. Live to fight another day. You could stick 3/4 inside that thing. The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO and still the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, MERAB, the Machine.
right, so there he is, the still UFC bantamweight champion of the world, and you know these 135-pound contenders are all killers, and he disposed of another one properly tonight.
I mean, they are all killers, but they're throwing rocks at the throne. This guy is a great champion. He understands the effort that he has to fight with every time he steps into the octagon with these great challengers.